Well, thanks, Les, for making the time to answer some questions to the audience. Leading up to the Survivorman VR launch, I've got hundreds of questions, so I made a selection for you, and let's see how many you can answer in 5 minutes, starting now.
Go.
What is one skill and one item that you would recommend everyone practice and have?
Fire starting skill and a way to light a fire.
Overall, would you say survival with a dog make things harder, easier, or do the pros and cons sort of balance?
I would say it makes it easier. Companionship and the ability for other people to find you. Yeah, I'd say overall it makes it easier.
Okay. How do you mentally prepare for each survival adventure you do? How do you get your head ready for the hunger, the unknown, and the mystery of the wilds?
Ooh, I take a big deep breath. I remind myself of my own skill set, and I move cautiously, carefully, and confidently.
What is the first thing that you crave to eat on your return to the world?
Pizza and a Guinness.
What is your most regrettable survival decision?
It's a more matter of when I get super cocky and think I can pull off something easy peasy, like it's no big deal, and then I get myself into trouble.
And was there a moment in your career where you were genuinely scared for your life? If so, when and what happened?
Yes, going down the mountainside in Norway, I got cocky, I got overconfident, thought I could just walk down the hill, and I got caught in many feet of wet snow with freezing rain, soaked to the skin with sweat, and also with the rain. And it was very, very treacherous. And yeah, that was the closest I think I came to succumbing while filming Survivorman.
What was something that appears as good as advice, but is horrible in practice?
That's a great question. Good advice, but horrible in practice. Good advice often you hear is keep your fires small and contained, or sit and wait. Not always the best thing to do. You could sit and wait and no one could ever come if they don't know where you are, or even that you're missing. And your fires that are small, they don't warm you up. So two for one there. I like bigger fires and I like to be proactive in my survival.
Good. What techniques or methods do you use to keep your mind busy and distracted from anxiety or depression while alone in the wilderness?
Stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. Make traps, improve your shelter, think about marking trails. Everything you can do to stay busy keeps your mind active and keeps you from getting depressed.
Good answer. Does your family worry when you do survival challenges, or do they trust that you will always come home in one piece?
My family always trusts that I'll come home in one piece. They know I know what I'm doing.
Do you ever feel pressured by production companies to be more reckless and dramatic and less realistic and educational like most other survival shows?
I was always pressured by the networks to do things that have nothing to do with wilderness survival, and I always said no, confidently so. That was never what Survivorman was about. It was about learning great survival skills.
That's awesome. Do you have any survival myths that the general population of us mortals take as for true or real that you want everyone to know is complete bullshit or actually dangerous?
Let's see. Well, I already said the idea about keeping your fire small and also sit by a tree and wait. Those are two myths. So I'm really going for a third one. And let's see. Ooh, that's a tough one. How do I come up with three big? Okay. I suppose the big myth that you can scale rock walls and jump in raging rivers and go across murky swamps because that's what people do on television. Most of the time, you cannot and shouldn't.
Was there any aspect to the game that you wanted to include but were not able to due to time or memory constraints?
Oh, there's a million aspects of the game that I'd like to be able to include, and that's why I'm loving being involved with Survivorman VR, because we'll go on and make new games, and each time it will get better and better and improve more, and I will get more and more into those games that I'm dying to get into them.
Cool. What is the hardest survival priority to get across in a game format?
That this stuff hurts, that survival hurts. Bruised knuckles, bang kneecaps, freezing cold, wet skin, all of that stuff hurts. And the advantage of the Survivorman VR is you can go into the simulation and you don't have to hurt.
Yeah. If you had one piece of advice or recommendation for search and rescue teams, oh, there's the 5-minute mark, but let's finish this one quickly. For search and rescue teams, be it professional or volunteer, to better prepare for them aiding those in need, what would you say?
2 things. Learn tracking. It's a lost art. And number 2, really know your search and rescue kit. Make sure it has everything it's supposed to have. Most search and rescuers have woefully inadequate kits on their back, and so you need to take that part really seriously and be ready to be stuck out there for a couple of days if necessary.
Okay, cool. That was it. Thank you so much for answering. Those were awesome answers. I hope you guys have learned something from this, and keep on asking more questions. You know, I never know when Les will answer some.
And make sure that you pick up the Survivorman VR simulation. I like to call it a simulation more than a game, but it is both simulation and a game. If you want to learn some amazing skills through the benefit of virtual reality, this is it. This is what we're all about here, Survivorman VR.